2, 3, 4. Now this next little section here, we're going to use triad chords. We're basically only going to use the very minimal notes we need to make each chord. So a major chord is made up of a root, third, and fifth. That's 3 notes. So all these chords here in this version are 3-note chords. And I also want to try to minimize the movement. So let that last one, instead of going from A to D and then E up here, that's a lot of moving around. I want to take this one, I'm just going to alter it slightly to get a D chord, alter that slightly to get the E chord, and then back to the A again. So what I'm doing here is basically, the F shape. And then to get the D chord, it's basically like an A chord, but way up here, and then I do it at 9th fret as well. So we got this is a way that works really well, because if you play too big of a chord, sometimes that can kind of be a problem if you're playing in an ensemble. If you're taking up too much space, too much low notes, too much high notes, you can kind of interfere with hearing your bandmates a little bit. So if you can play the minimal amount of notes and still get the idea across of that, hey, there's an F chord, there's a D chord, there's an E chord. We got a bass player, this thing here has a bass line we're playing against, so we don't really need to cover that bass note. We can just kind of focus on that mid-range or high area, and just kind of find a niche, find a little spot, and make the part sit real nicely in with other instruments. So even though this is a simpler way to play it, I think this is more of on a higher level than something like that. This is a little bit more thought put into a part kind of like this.